Whoa, what the hell is this? A video game YouTuber, me, making a video about something that isn't video games? It's not like he's obsessed with them in the first place, talking about characters, companies, and games themselves. So why the hell am I talking about a movie? Well, this is my channel, so I'm going to do what I feel like I want to do, which is how I am turning into a K-pop fan. Before we even get into talking about my obsession with this movie, I am in love with all things art. I might not keep tabs on all of the arts, but when any form of art shows up, I will be sure to spot it and appreciate the time and effort this shit takes. The art of cinematography, the art of animation, sound design, music, choreography, and everything creative. This movie isn't just a movie, it's fucking art, man. All these crazy different parts connect to create this magical film. I know I'm late to the party for this. I just kept putting it off like, oh, I'm gonna go watch it maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of weeks, and then finally, the day came. The thing that you should also know about me is that I generally don't like movies too much. There are some obvious outliers to that, but I ain't a movie person. I love long series because I have so much content to consume, and the more in-depth the story is or the show is, the more my brain has a neuron fire, which makes me stay hyper fixated on a show. Movies can feel very rushed for me. Fitting a whole story in 1 hour and 30 minutes is usually a lot of content back to back, and you have to either make a decision to lengthen the movie or cut out some parts that bring the story forward. Those moments just feel like they go too fast sometimes. I'd usually rather just have them lengthen. Okay, this introduction is getting way too long. K-pop Demon Hunters. God damn, I can't stop thinking about this movie. I don't even know where to start. Never mind, I actually do know where to start. Go watch the movie. Like, now. Do it. Come back when you're finished. So, how was it? Do you want a soda pop? Can you feel the demon inside of you? Do you wish it wasn't over? I wish I could let the Men in Black wipe my memory just so I can watch this movie for the first time again, cause yeesh! Why am I hyping it up so much? Can we finally get into the reasons I am giggling like a little schoolgirl for this movie? Let's start with animation. The overall animation is really stunning, and you get a lot of moments that look similar to other amazing animated films or series like The Spider-Verse, Arcane, Blue-Eyed Samurai, Big Hero 6, and many other amazing films and shows. But there are even more subtle things that really add character and uniqueness in this movie. Moments with highly expressive faces, funny over-the-top expressions, and awkward, weird, silly little body language. The animation is only just one part though. We have advanced so much into making everything look better with lighting, color, cinematography, and simply style. There are so many amazing single screenshots you can get from this movie. Think about how all of these screenshots are just a couple of frames of a billion of frames that are also look pretty amazing as well. All the amazing outfits of the main cast, cool over-the-top body language, sometimes not cool, but still funny, amazing use of lighting to highlight certain moments, and the colors, dude. The fucking colors. My brain is printing dopamine at an astronomical speed. Guima alone has the best colors in the world, and this shot, I see a new wallpaper. I love dark oversaturated colors. They aren't for everyone, but using them in places like these really highlights what is going on. It's really bold too. I'm literally making a game about color, and most of what is in my game has similar styles of color as well. Dark, oversaturated, and overall over the top colors. They cooked up a fucking feast with this shit, and I'm just eating good. This film doesn't have a bunch of action, but the scenes with action are extremely well done. They are doing a whole dance while they beat up some demons. We got Rumi doing some slick sword moves, Zoe running on walls like she is in Naruto or something, and Mira is the support of all supports with that spear. She implants that spear into a demon's face, and rather than picking it up, all the girls grab an extra kill off of it, like Crazy teamwork, baby. I touched on it a little bit, but the outfits of the main girls is just, ugh. Damn. They really have some crazy style, even when they aren't performing as well. I don't have much style myself. I am pretty normal, all things considered, but I really want to know how to aura max myself like how these girls do every time. I basically know nothing about choreography, but the scenes I do see are really well done. I can't make sense of all of it, but some poses and moves are just really entertaining. Your Idol, I can't get enough of. Soda Pop kind of turned me away from the boy band because, I don't know, I just don't like it that much, but Your Idol got me back on that train. The demon aesthetic is probably my most favorite thing about this film, and the use of sharper movements and jagged out of norm poses hypes that shit up. I wish I could talk to you more about how all this stuff is great, but visuals ain't everything, and every single part of this movie was handcrafted to perfection. Unlike an Italian chef kissing his hand to exasperate the perfection of this pizza that they made. Music is a big topic for this movie, because why wouldn't it be? It has K-pop in the title, and I wish I could let you listen to some of these tracks when I talk about them, but sadly, I am too scared for copyright strikes, and honestly, I don't want this video to get taken down, so sorry. I'll include at least one short blip that is living in my head rent-free. I haven't necessarily listened to K-pop music that much before this, but my first ever look into it was from League of Legends and the KDA skin line. I'm not going to explain much about League. I can go on for hours about all the different parts of it, and I already kind of have if you are interested. But you have characters in League, and those characters can have skins to make them look better, and one skin line is a K-pop skin line called KDA. I generally enjoy most types of music as long as it doesn't make my ears bleed from all the bass boosted and piercing sound effects they mix into it. It is really hard to choose a solid ranking for all of these songs in the film. Your Idol is by far my favorite, but all the other songs are not far behind it, and I can't in my good heart pick a second best song. They're all just good in their own unique ways. The music video style cinematography enhances it as well. I love how these connections with two different arts are a two-way street in a sense. The visuals enhance the music enhances the visuals, and it's just art maxing, man. I have made some music in my lifetime for my game, and when listening to these songs, I wish I can understand how they make music like this. I can understand a little bit about the simple concepts of making music more enjoyable and keeping the listener listening, but all the subtle details and ways they make these songs got me wishing I can make music like that. It comes with a lot of experience and failed projects. These people are extremely professional. But since I did minor in music, I do want to at least talk a little bit of what I found in this music that might pique your interest, even if you're not a music scholar, or even if you are a music scholar. Let's first talk about the music itself and just ignore the words at the moment. If you didn't know, music is pretty repetitive. Many of the lines that you hear are usually the same notes, just repeated with different words. These small little blips of music are called motifs. Many songs create many motifs and kind of jam them all together to create longer passages of music, but using the same motifs over and over again can make the music stale, and it is very insensitized to change up the formula a bit, and there are a bunch of different ways you can do that. For an example, you can move some notes a little higher, move some notes a little lower, shifting the whole motif on a different beat in the music, using only a certain part of a motif, changing the rhythm of the motif, changing how loud or soft the motif is, using other motifs as background for other motifs, and many, many other techniques. The composers that made these songs are masters of this. This keeps the music interesting and different throughout the whole song, even with it technically being repetitive with only a few motifs. You are probably understanding some of this, but you might need an example, and here is just one glimpse of what I am trying to talk about in the song Your Idol. This song has many motifs and melodies, but I just want to talk about the main melody right here. This one part in the song is already filled with musical talent. We have a bunch of moving parts supporting the melody with the chanting of the choir, the deep and sharp hits of the drum, and the harmony of the melody. Also, the rhythm of these two motifs play off of each other and does a question and answer type of pattern. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir is the question, and can I get the mic a little higher is kind of like the answer. I can go on and on with how just this one section of music is incredibly well done, but let's talk about what we are here for, how this motif will be repeated but changed to make the music more interesting and exciting. Since this is the main melody, it will be repeated, but this is how they repeat it the second time. The listen 'cause I'm is now a part of the chant. The rhythm of the preaching to the choir is shifted forward a bit, coming in a little faster. Now is put into place before the second verse of the melody to pick up from the shift of music, and the buildup is louder, and more parts are supporting it when they say, "Can I get the mic a little higher?" This is just one little motif and melody in all of the amazing music this film has. Let's go into not the lyrics of the music just yet, but the sound design of the whole film. They really nailed a lot of moments, and again, the demonic side of that is extremely well done. When you think about demons, you think bad, corrupt, but also mystical and supernatural. This one scene when Rumi talks to Guima is one of the best parts in my opinion. The corrupted undertones of her voice amplifies how the scene made me feel. She is repeating what she was taught about what a hunter is, but she can't accept it anymore. How is someone like her, part demon, supposed to defend a world that hates what she is? There are many moments where they cooked with the sound design, but this is just one moment I wanted to share. Back to the music. We haven't even talked about the lyrics of these songs and the message behind those lyrics either. I don't want to go too in depth, but let's just go over the quick overall message of most of them that I found. Golden is obviously the story about the girls and how they got to where they are, and also how they feel when they finally made it. It isn't just a song about how they got to their fandom, but how if you want to be golden, you need to take a step forward. No more hiding. You'll be shining just like you were born to be, and live in those moments where you are shining because it is your moment. Very inspirational, very close to the fans, and very lovable. It is also just an honest song about Rumi and what she wants to do, to stop hiding what she is, break down her walls, and be over with the lies. Free is a song about being free and feeling free when you can finally have someone that understands you. Also, a song about how hiding what you are is literally suffocating. Rather than running away from those mistakes or demons you have, what if you try to fight them together? It will never be fixed until you face them. It's about hope. Rumi in the whole movie is very hopeful. Hopeful that her friends will understand what she is, hopeful that Jinwoo can see that his past doesn't define him, and hopeful that she can be accepted. There are a bunch of other messages, but that's what I got from this. Soda Pop seems like a catchy, cute little song, but it's actually quite dark. It is literally about eating souls. Also a bit of manipulation, trying to get you tempted. Just look into some of these lyrics. Looking like a snack cause you got it like that? Take a big bite, want another bite? Yeah, okay demons, I see your tricks. I'm empty, you feed me, so refreshing, my little soda pop. Do I need to go on? But it's so crazy how we have this cute little song with such a dark context when you look a little deeper. They didn't need to add this either. Your idol is way easier to spot the message behind it. Demonic chanting, being your idol, keeping you obsessed. I will accept who you are once you are a part of me. Just a lot of manipulation, temptation, and lies. Really well done. And finally, what it sounds like. The main message I got from the song is that, hey, we are all people. We have our problems, but there is beauty in all our imperfections. Without the lies, I am beautiful, and I hope you can see that. You aren't alone in this big world. We aren't all heroes, we are just trying to survive, but dive into those issues you have and I will be there for you. Absolute cinema, just amazing. The main reason why the show captures me so much isn't even the art. It is a big reason why I enjoy it, but the messages the show has are all what I stand for and how we should live. It has messages of accepting who you are. We see that through Rumi. The message of what you are doesn't define what everyone might think is correct about you, like how demons are all emotionless and overall not good. The message of your past mistakes don't define who you are now, and that you can always change. The message of being supportive of your friends, and vice versa, your friends support you, and you should count on them. The message of lies will only make the truth hurt that much more later on. The message that times are changing, and you need to change with those times, like how Rumi's foster mother wouldn't change with those times, and how Rumi can and wants to change everything about what makes a hunter a hunter. Also change what the meaning of the Han Moon should be. The message, you can't kill hatred with more hatred, kill it with kindness and love. The message that we all have our demons, and to not give into the temptation of them, but talk it out with the people close to you. To also not hide those demons, as it makes you suffocate more and more every day. Also, don't be like my man Guima, he's just a mad hater. So many amazing messages. I would love to go on and ramble about all the small little details of this movie, but I do not want to overstate why this movie is so good and why you should look more in depth of what it is. I want you to see it for yourself. The messages, the artistic value of what this film is. I feel like my whole purpose is to show people why you should be more in touch with your artistic side. Try to understand what all of these things mean, and I want to help you find those reasons why it is so good. That is why I make videos about games. I want to show people why I love them so much. My message of video games is art is not even the only message I have. Everything is art if you really think about it. Even things that are not inherently artistic as well. The art of controlling a ball with your feet. The art of moving your body to dodge, kick, and punch. The art of how the world is. I hope this video has made you more interested in looking into life in a more creative and artistic lens. Keep creating amazing art, don't be afraid to touch your demons, and love who you are. Thanks for watching.